What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Prime and Parallel content today. We also stream right here on the channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I want to take a look at the Prime token, the Prime ecosystem, and primarily just take a look at where it stacks up among a lot of the other gaming tokens. So you can see here that I'm checking out the category for gaming or GameFi on CoinGecko. I'm doing this on December 21st, 2023, in case you don't see where at which point the video is uploaded. Also, it'll be fun just to come back and see how things shake out in like 12 to 18 months from now, but that's aside the point. So you can see here that Echelon Prime, or the Prime token, is sitting at 183 on the overall list for market cap, right? It's sitting at a market cap of just under 300 million, 289.5 to be exact, and a token price of $9.49. Now, there's several other projects above it, and you can see here there's definitely names that people are aware of. So you got Immutable X, The Sandbox, Axie Infinity, Gala, ApeCoin, Illuvium, Ronin, and we'll go ahead and leave it there, right? So these are all, and I would say, well, not ApeCoin and Illuvium, but Gala, Axie Infinity, Sandbox, Immutable, these are all top 100 coins. I mean, Immutable is even a top 50 coin, but let's go ahead and just leave that out because it's a platform. And even though Prime is trying to build a platform, there's only one game that's out there right now in closed beta, and another one, Parallel Colony, which is under development. Parallel TCG is the one that's actually out in closed beta. So I want to just kind of compare this across the board against some of the other top names out there. So if I were to just choose, and again, this is all arbitrary, if I were to just choose Axie Infinity, Gala, right, Illuvium, would probably be the names that I would kind of just take a closer look at and say, can the Prime ecosystem be on the same level as these ecosystems or as these games and projects, right? And so I'm specifically choosing something like an Axie Infinity, which is obviously very popular. It dominated the conversation for play to earn in the 2021 bull run. Gala has an ecosystem of games that got a tremendous amount of partnerships, right? Illuvium is another top game as well, or at least a top project. And so again, I'm just picking these projects because I think a lot of people know them. Their names, their names have been out there for several years now, and they either have projects that are already out or very close to delivering. So again, just looking at this purely from a market cap perspective, you can see Echelon Prime is sitting a little bit under 300 million, but Illuvium is about twice where it's at in market cap. So, again, this is not a price prediction. All I'm saying is that if Echelon Prime were to be valued at the same level as something like an Illuvium, we would see a 2x from here, close to 20 cents or $20 per token. You can also see here with something like Gala or Axie Infinity, 900 million plus, we would have to do a 3x, right? So we'd be looking at like a $30 Prime token. Now, does that mean that we're going to get there? Absolutely not. I'm not trying to make any predictions. All I'm trying to do is compare the market caps for these tokens or these different projects, especially the ones that are at the top of the game, and also compare them to Echelon Prime, because I do think that could be a top tier project, and it seems like there's a decent amount of backing. It's something that I've become bullish on, but this is, again, not financial advice. It's just something that I'm doing just for fun to compare, right? Now, here's the thing with Prime. There's two caveats here, and we can close out the video with this, but the first of which, Prime has already done like a 3x, right? So we were sitting at like $2 to $3, and now we're sitting over $9. And so you can see that, whether the interest has come in or people, investors are coming in, or players are coming in and want to sink Prime token, that has already happened over the last couple of weeks with, this mini pump that we've seen, Bitcoin going up to 44K and, the rest of the market really starting to feel it. The other thing that I think is important to consider with Prime is the unlock schedule. So the investors, right, I believe it's Parallel Studios and the Studio Reserve and the Foundation, I think it's a total of like 55,000, around 55,000 tokens that get unlocked every day. Now, that doesn't mean that it's all going to be sold and it's just going to be constant sell pressure, several $100,000 worth of sell pressure, but it is just something to consider when, these are getting unlocked between now and sometime in mid to like September of 2025. So for the next 2 years, there will be investors probably taking profit from that, especially if it continues to pump more. But, you know, regardless, I'm trying to look at this, again, just from the upside potential of where this project is and where it could go if it was to reach kind of the same heights or similar heights as some of its peers. So looking just simply, like I said, at some of the other projects that I'm loosely following, Axie, Gala, Illuvium, I would love to see another 2 to 3x from Prime. And keep in mind, if things go bonkers, right, if we do start to hit that bull run, these market caps aren't going to stick. The entire, you know, rising tide raises all ships, right? So everything will start to increase if Bitcoin starts to go up, if the narrative around gaming starts to happen. So again, I think that there's a lot of upside potential. This is not financial advice. I'm not trying to make any price predictions on where Prime goes. I got my Prime bag. I'm feeling pretty happy about it. Now it's time to grab my Prime assets, meaning the parallel TCG cards. I guess those aren't Prime assets, but parallel TCG cards, and start earning more Prime through playing the game and getting to know more of the community. But again, just wanted to look at this from a simple market cap perspective and see what the potential is here if, and again, very big if, Parallel and Prime can continue to deliver on what the ecosystem and that game specifically have promised, and if they can be, you know, if they can reach the same kind of status as many of their other peers at the higher tiers of crypto gaming. So, you know, I'm hopeful that that'll be the case. I'm not sitting here making any guarantees that we're going to see a $20 or $30 Prime. I think it's definitely possible, but at the end of the day, you know, the market's going to do what the market's going to do. So either way, all I'm trying to say is you can take the price targets out, the specific dollar amounts out. I am looking at the market caps and am hopefully, I should say I'm somewhat bullish on Parallel and Prime being one of the premier ecosystems out there that can compete with Gala, Axie, which is, I guess, really the Ronin chain, or Illuvium, Sandbox, Immutable. But we'll have to wait and see if they can continue to deliver awesome things, and we'll have to wait and see how the Prime ecosystem as a whole grows over the next couple of months and years here. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Obviously, I'm feeling quite bullish, and I don't want this to be a price prediction video, which it's not going to be, but I am curious to know if you guys are willing to share, where do you see the Prime ecosystem going in the future, based on what you've seen so far, based on what we've heard is coming down the pipeline. Are there, you know, is there a lot of potential? Do you think that it could be on the same level as some of these other projects I mentioned? Do you think it's always going to be kind of like a second tier, or, you know, not top 100 project? I'm curious to know what your thoughts on this are. But otherwise, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.